Hi everybody, Chad Nanke, Associate Broker with West USA Realty of Prescott, and today I've got Carl Johnson, a home inspector with AccuSpect LLC with me. As you know, when you enter into a contract, get an accepted contract to purchase a home, you have a certain determined inspection period built into that. So obviously it's always a great idea to get a home inspection, and so I thought Carl would be the perfect person to have on my video blog to discuss home inspections. And so Carl, thanks for being on my video blog.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks for having me.
You bet. First question I wanted to have is just simply, what are the requirements to be a home inspector in the state of Arizona?
All right, well, Arizona is one of the states that has licensing for home inspectors. So what they require is classroom time. I think it's 30 hours.
Okay.
It's been since 2004 when I first got licensed, so I don't remember it all. But you do need 30 side-by-side inspections with a licensed inspector.
Wow.
And that's kind of hard to do because not everybody wants to train their competition.
I bet.
And then you take a national test. And to maintain your license, you have to have either a bond, which is a $25,000 bond with the state, or E&O insurance. I carry E&O insurance. And then, of course, you keep your license up by just renewing through the Arizona Board of Technical Registration.
Great. So as everybody can hear and see, not everybody can just be a home inspector. There's definitely some requirements. So let me ask you real quick first, couple questions, Carl. So when somebody orders a home inspection on a home from you, what are the main components, if you could briefly tell us, that a home inspector are looking for in just your general home that they're going to purchase?
Yeah, home inspection actually is real encompassing of the home. We're going to cover everything we can look at. There are some limitations with inspections. It's a limited inspection, a limited visual inspection. So we're not digging in walls or pulling up carpets. So we look at everything visible. We also look at the foundations, exterior, roof, heating, cooling systems, plumbing, electrical. So we cover everything on that.
Okay.
And we'll go through it with a fine-tooth comb.
And as Carl said, they're not going to open walls up or pull carpet up, etc., but they're definitely going to inspect things that the average home buyer is not going to be aware of or look at while they're looking at the home to make a decision to inspect it. So let me ask you a second question so that the people that are going to view this video will know. What are the items that a buyer needs to be aware of, Carl, that a home inspector will not be looking at during the course of a home inspection?
There are quite a few things. One of them is environmental. I know there's a lot of worried about mold out there. That's not included in a standard home inspection. Now, there are some companies that do provide it. I refer to specialists to do that because it's
Correct.
It's a very touchy subject. So.
Mm-hmm.
Radon testing, communications such as phone or cable services.
Okay.
We don't look at if there's a well or a septic system. Those are separate companies. We don't look at those.
Okay.
So really what we're looking at is just the main structural and active components of the home.
Okay. And so we can see there that, like Carl was saying, that if there is a well on the property or septic, those are going to be separate inspections by separate individuals for that. But as you can see, a home inspection is definitely a good idea to get when you're in your inspection period on the purchase of a home. And then now, what does inspection generally cost? I know it depends on the square footage of the home, but what can we say? What's a ballpark figure for the cost of a home inspection, Carl?
For the smallest homes and townhomes, you're probably looking starting around the low 300s. Mm-hmm. And it's based on the square footage and the size of the home, and the age of the home.
Okay.
So it'll vary up to, it just depends on the size of the home.
Okay. So that's definitely well worth it. A home inspection's a good agent will always recommend that a potential client, if they represent a buyer, get a home inspection. So anyway, that's about all the time we have, Carl. Thanks again for joining me on my video blog.
Yeah, thanks.
And I hope everybody found that informative. Thanks again.